Здорово, Даньків. Повернувся на дамбу Гувера. І... що ж, пора нарешті дати легіону арматуріної по шарам.
Well, you took your sweet-ass time coming here. Let's get down to brass tacks. We need to get this thing moving if we want to keep the element of surprise. You've done some great work for us up to this point, and we're hoping to use your unique abilities to aid us once again. Thanks to the task my subordinates have delegated to you, the NCR now has a unique opportunity. We now have a chance to take the fight to those bastards on their home turf. I'm in the beginning stages of planning out an assault on the fort. I've made calls to our allies, and they're on their way to our position. Once our forces are in place in garrison here, we'll begin our assault.
О, хера себе. Щоб мені вкачати. Медицину на максимум, це понятно. І оружие.
Sir, I don't know what happened. A bunch of Legionnaires just stormed into the power station.
Into the power station? How is that possible?
I don't know, sir. There was some talk of them entering through the clog intake tunnels, but I don't have any confirmation. On my way up here, there was some chatter about their commander, the Legate, I think he's called, set up at some kind of base on the eastern bank.
Okay, listen here. Unless we can get some additional support, I'm gonna need you to help me resolve this situation. You need to make your way to this camp they have on the eastern bank and take out the Legate. That should hamstring this attack. Like I said earlier, we have some supplemental forces on the way, but this wasn't the situation I was expecting, so I can only offer what is on hand. Thanks for your support. I'll make sure the NCR emergency radio is up and running. Go kill those bastards.
Так я і зроблю.
Gracious! The Legion is using the intake tunnels to storm their way into the dam. Someone has to stop them. I think that you should be able to divert the flow of the water into the generator turbines. That would grind them up like a hamburger. The computer to activate it is just ahead, but you may need to go outside to activate the manual override. That system hasn't been used in a while. Good luck. I'm gonna find a place to not get shot.
Сука. Тут справжня... Тепер тут повноцінна битва. Так, зберемо щось помощніше. Лізуть, сука, всі, що можуть. Тепер тільки пролом. Легіонери будуть перти безкінечно. О, кстати. Нахрен мені цей ваш силовий кустір? Не забуваємо і про припаси. Лайк. По местности. Так. Екшен просто зашкалює. Так. Я взяв з собою гранатомет і навіть ядерку. Правда... Нахер мені пожарний топор? Нижній рівень, да. Стоп, почекайте. Зачем я сюди поліз? Треба вернутися назад. Я признаюся, так і в мене не вийшло оце хрінь. Ну, точніше, я так і не знайшов десь рутини запускати, но... Попробуй. А, вот комп'ютер, зверху. Вроді би. Термокоп'йо. Нічогенька штука. Да. Яга. Все, зелені. Нифига себе! Центурионы. А тут с нашего боку рейнджеры. Миллион Цезаря получена дурная слава. Ти серйозно? Слава вже вообще не має таку, що, блін, значення. Блять. Помощь. Мені тут потрібен суперстимулятор. Ну-ка. Ладно, хрен з ним. Ми і так виграємо битву. Так розглядаємося вперед. І не відходимо від союзників ні на крок. Дякую, але мені дробовики не потрібні. Дуже добре, що з нами послідовники. Вогонь, пацани, вогонь. Сподіваюсь, техніки не образяться, що я підірвав один з генераторів. Ну, що боку, у мене вибору особо не було. Карта місцевості, дамба, Гувера, інфоцентр. Як мені до того гребаного інфоцентра піднятися, а? Патрони. Если не понадобится. Понятно, треба піднятися вище. Вон.
Fine by me.
Let's get going.
Вон, стреляй. Опа! Так. Пора і для наших друзів. Битва йде по плану. Майже. Та хрень запустити турбіни. Чесно кажучи, напевно, треба було піти вниз, щоб їх запустити. Бомбісти, кстати, дякую за помощь. Правда, лічно я б не став наносити авіаудар по дамбі, блін. Це визвало би просто катастрофу. Ну, дамба, похоже, побудована мощно. Так, за що це за термінал? Так, це вже складне місто. Його тут не просто так ж поставили, правда? Ну-ка. От буде смішно, якщо я зараз з першого разу зламаю. Близько, але не то. Пройтися по дамбі, снося легіонерів, це взагалі не проблема, по суті. Ура. І нічого я не збираюся зламувати, блін. Патрони для дроба мені теж не потрібні. Що вперед.
Alpha Squad reporting in. Thanks for the support back there. We've been assigned to ensure you make it to the Legate. How can we be of assistance? You're in charge of this operation. That sounds like a suicide mission, but our orders are to take commands from you. Unit, let's move out. get going.
Да. Рейнджери просто рвуть їх. А от і братки з Анклава. Док? А, док в костюмі вчений. Слушайте, а... От що тут цікаво, до речі, насчет... Мене от гризло питання. Слушайте, а чо... А чо ребята з Анклава... Оце... Ну, не зіткнуться з братством. Ну, як братство отреагує, зустрівши бойцов Анклава. Відповідно, просто примірно. Оказується, вони з братством так і не переткнули. Вот і офіцер Крегер. Не нужна мені ваша довбана суперковалда. О, бляха. Помощь. Виски. О, F5, охран.
Let's get going. We have a battle.
Дід, форма тобі йде. О, рейнджери, вперед. Бойці Анклава прекрасно б'ються. Рейнджери ветерани. Самоубійство, у вас крупнокаліберні снайперки. І цей... А плащі, кстати, хороший тактичний хід. Вони приховують мощні бронежилети. Ну що, снайпери? Тремо їх порошок. Ну, рейнджери, походу, сприйняли прибиті солдатів Анклава адекватно. Типа, да яка різниця, вони нагибають легіонерів. Якби, так сказати, в іншій обстановці всплило, що вони члени Анклава, за ними би зразу кинулась охота. Що, чесно кажучи, абсолютно мене не дивує. Анклав надто небезпечна штука.
Fine by me.
Бум. Давай, братан. Що ти використовуєш? О, карабін стрілка. Добре. Добре, братан. О. Ну що, рейнджери? Сука, мені ж, признаюся, аж стрьомно зустріти. Я пам'ятаю легата Ланії, і це настоящі чудовища. І я кажу, і в даному випадку я маю на увазі не то, що він готовий всіх відправити на хрест. Я про те, що він що він, варто визнати, ультраопасний воїн. Тобто преторіанці. О, сонячні очки можемо теж взяти. Ей, робот. Броню преторіанці я заберу, так сказати. Вважайте, що воєнний трофей. Що вважаєте? А, він не може взяти, а я димо. І хрен з ним. Чортові преторіанці. Весь... Вся ваша оцей древнющий легіон.
You better get moving, kid. There's bad guys to kill.
А решта де? Джонсон. Снайперка. Так, це тепер помощ. О, слешер. Тепер головне обережність. Табір легата. Легат нас чекає трохи вище. Ну як чекає? Нікого він не чекає. Ні, точніше якраз чекає. Но ми його розірвемо. Ой, а решта що, осталось на битві тільки Джонсон зі мною. Аурей. Балістичний кулак. Просто цікаво, а використати цей. Ладно, нехай заберуть. Буде трофей МКР. Бажано повбивати тут всіх. Тим легше буде битися з легатом. О, тебе навіть не поцарапали. Борошений нектар? О, хороша штука. Шукаємо тут все. Я там на батарея, блін. Ну, що боком? Щоб її не взяти.
Fine by me.
Походу, ядерка мені навіть не пригодиться. Віскі, да? Нічого, от з чим, а з віскарем у мене проблем нема. На мене псяри б не кинулися, но канібал Джонсон вирішив по-іншому. Жалко, но навик друг животних працює кривувато. О, це свої рейнджери. Легат Лані. Без коментарів.
And who are you to come before me? You bear the insignia of the bear, yet you do not wear it as a soldier of the West wears it.
Тут є два варіанти.
Many graves in the East are filled with those who said as much, with braver words, not backed by strength. It is Kaiser's will this gate to the west bear the flag of the Legion. Kaiser's will shall be done. Kaiser's will is the will of the Legion and the West. All beneath the flag of the Great Bear exist to test the strength of the Legion. The West shall fall as the East fell, and all the tribes that stretch to the setting sun shall bear the mark of the Legion.
Коротше, психопат хоче всіх поработіть. Ну, цілком очікувано.
I see you fight with words, like all beneath the flag of the bear. Let us hope your skill with weapons proves greater.
Тут є два варіанти. Можна або переконати Ланія отступіть, типа він не, в нього не хватить легіонерів, щоб удержати і Мохаве, і Аризону. І він скаже, що відступить, но собере сили і вернеться. В любому, навіть якщо б він цього не сказав, я б все одно не відпустив цього маньяка-поработителя.
So you seek quarter? Terms of surrender? Our roads into NCR are hung with the bodies of those who attempted to negotiate with us. Save your speeches. We will take Hoover Dam and move forward until our feet crush the setting sun beneath them. Hoover Dam has never seen the mass strength of the East. Only legates such as Graham, who deserve the fire Kaiser blessed him with. Now I am here, and make markers of your people as the Legion carves its way west.
Які пункти?
You speak in circles. What of the East? I am the East, and I will prove it this day. The victory here shall be swift. Our forces shall take the dam, secure it, then build a road west on the bodies of the NCR. The East will hold. Once across the Colorado, nothing to rival Hoover Dam remains.
Не сила Запада замедлит вас, а його слабость. Що за бред?
Your weakness? You seek to thwart me by claiming the Legion is too strong for you?
Слабость НКР – це її розмір? Странний аргумент. Розмір країни не определяє її силу. Потребується... Коротше, далі є варіант тобі ждати його далі, що в них не хватить військ. А тепер...
That does not mean we would not succeed.
Це останнє вроді.
The East was a hard-fought campaign. Even now, Kaiser drew too much of the Legion's blood needed there for this. Hoover Dam is but a place. I will not have it be the gravestone of the Legion, whether quickly, or as you describe, slowly, by attrition. As for wisdom, there is wisdom in your words, woman of the West. Know that I shall return east. I shall not remain there forever. On that day, the strength of the bear shall be tested. If the West is one day filled with ones such as you, perhaps it shall be a worthy fight indeed. My coming would have saved you, set your people free in ways they cannot see.
Что ты
War
несешь?
would have tested them, broken the weak with its violence, yet allowing the strong to arise. Violence
Самое
gave you
безумное
that
оправдание
strength,
зверства.
awakened you. I can see it upon your face, where 2 bullets left their mark. Perhaps it is unfortunate Wolpex was not here to hear your words. Something tells me you would prove more than his match. Until the day when our armies meet again in CR, I shall wait for you on the battlefield.
Подождите. Это не варіант. Я не збираюся відпускати цього урода. Я думав, він просто останеться, я на нього нападу. Вроді минулого разу так вийшло. Ну, показав вам варіанти. Чесно кажучи, від цього розговору мене тошнить. Мерзотний, пафосний урод. Який питається оправдати свої дії. Беремо пушку помощніє. І готуємося.
And who are you to... For enough.
Помощь. Потрібна якась мощна хрень, яка мене жорстко вилікує. And who are you to come before?
generator.
Бляха. А що якщо отак, а? Оу. Це що, олигарх? Убейте його. Убейте його уже. Вон, тримайся. О, собаки на моєму боці, да? Ага.
Need a medic. Need a medic.
Так, олигарх зайшов. Успіли таке. Ні. Каннібалу Джонсону я не дам загинути. Боягуз. Стоп, стоп. Вони ж є енергетичний напіток. І... Зараз для страховки покинемося снайшером, скопом. І повисим навыки оружия до предела. Ну что ж. Варто отметить, Повноцінний бос. Усіма, блін, витікаючими наслідками. Це його злані. Зланієм покончено. Почекайте, я ж знищив легата. Тобто він все-таки загинув. Битва виграна. Окей.
Fine by me.
Ну хрен з тією ядерною батареєю. Це так зустріч.
That's a fine bit of work back there. Truth told, I'm surprised you made it out of there in one piece. You and the dam. I'm impressed to say the least, and that's no easy thing. You've secured NCR's future. The administration sends its thanks for what it's worth. Least we could do. And seeing those shits of Caesar kicking dirt as they ran did my heart good, let me tell you. Might see some recruitment number rise, build some morale out in the Mojave long enough for the NCR to find its feet again. All due to you. Again, you have my thanks. And all the West, too. Once they pass it over the radio. After signing the right release forms. We clean up, take prisoners, watch the East for any more trouble from the Legion. Though I think they're still running, according to our scouts. After that, we'll see what happens when the dust settles and how the Mojave looks now without Caesar coming for its throat. Something tells me we better enjoy this breather while we can. And if that means Vegas, then you and the troops have earned it. Can't keep the courier spirit down, eh? Fair enough. We'll clean up here. Kind of curious how this is going to pan out in the long run. But I guess history will tell us in its own sweet time.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave wasteland was forever changed. The new California Republic celebrated its second victory at Hoover Dam, establishing definitive control over the entire Mojave wasteland. Soon after, they negotiated terms to annex the Strip, Freeside, and many surrounding communities. The Mojave wasteland, at long last, had entirely fallen under the NCR's banner. The courier, fair and even-handed in her dealings throughout the wasteland, was honored by the NCR for her support of the military at Hoover Dam. She was presented with the Golden Branch, the highest civilian decoration given by the Republic.
Tabitha and Rhonda went east, through Caesar's land. Occasionally, tales of their exploits found their way back west, though few believed them. Eventually, the stories concerning the duo were collected and published, and proved to be quite popular with children.
Invigorated by his travels with the courier, Raul once more took up his guns in memory of his lost Rafaela. Soon after, the Mojave was filled with tales of the ghost vaquero who hunts down those who prey on the weak.
With the help of the gunrunners, the Boomers developed a healthy trading relationship with the NCR. Eventually, the Boomers began wandering out into the wasteland while still preventing outsiders from entering Nellis.
The Brotherhood and the NCR in the Mojave wasteland declared an official truce, despite continued hostilities between the two in the west. As per their agreement, the NCR handed over all suits of salvaged power armor, and in return, the Brotherhood helped patrol I-15 and Highway 95.
Their leaders destroyed by the courier, the fiends scattered throughout the wasteland. Without the organization of Motor Runner, Cook, Violet, and Driver Nephi, they were easy prey.
After the NCR's victory at the dam, in part thanks to follower medical support, NCR allowed the followers to care for refugees as they see fit. Old Mormon Fort expanded its services and was able to aid more people, becoming a refuge for the less fortunate citizens of New Vegas.
Arcade had hoped that Freeside would be able to remain independent of NCR rule. But he was glad that Caesar's Legion had been stopped at Hoover Dam. He tended to the sick in Freeside for a while longer, then returned to NCR territory to become a teacher with the followers there.
Good Springs saw more trade along I-15 after NCR gained control of the Mojave wasteland. But with that came a heavy burden of the Republic's taxes. Some old-timers, unable to handle the cost, were forced to move on, grumbling all the while.
In the years following the destruction of Cassidy caravans, NCR used evidence of the plot to blackmail the Crimson Caravan and the Van Graffs. NCR enacted strict trade laws with little resistance, strengthening their supply lines and their position in the Mojave. Cass survived to see the NCR flag flying proud over Hoover Dam, and thought for a moment. This is what a hero must feel like. She was about to tell the courier not to get too proud of herself. Then she figured, she knew that already. So she laughed, said fuck it all, and raised a bottle to the dam and the ones who had fought for it. As far as she was concerned, the whole thing was proof that playing out a bad hand can pay off in the end. As long as a woman like the courier was holding the cards.
During the Battle of Hoover Dam, the Great Khans quickly evacuated Red Rock Canyon and headed north and east into the plains of Wyoming. There, they reconnected with the followers of the Apocalypse and rebuilt their strength. Bolstered by ancient knowledge of governance, economics, and transportation, they carved a mighty empire out of the ruins of the Northwest.
Thanks to the courier and Lily, a cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia was found shortly after Dr. Henry's experiment concluded. Nightkin and other super mutants in the wasteland flocked to Jacobstown, and the town became known as a haven where a mutant could find peace.
Lily continued to take her medicine at half doses, and although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused. Eventually, she parted ways with the courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
After the NCR victory at Hoover Dam, the temporary truce between them and the Kings blossomed into a full-scale relief effort for the people. While the NCR made repeated entreaties that Freeside join the Republic, the Kings steadfastly maintained their independence.
With the transplant of Lupa's brain, Rex gained all of the donor's experiences traveling with the Legion. These melded well with his own memories of the Legion, and his new mind quickly adjusted to the myriad memories.
Shaped up by the courier's advice, the Misfits distinguished themselves during the Legion's attack on Camp Golf. Mags was finally promoted to sergeant, and the rest of the Misfits received an official commendation. They continued to serve with distinction for many years.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense. In the weeks that followed, several bright followers returned to Novak to help restore its defenses, allowing it to remain independent of NCR.
Looking for a place where he could be of some use, Boone found himself re-enlisting with his old unit. Though his regrets remained in his thoughts, they coalesced into a purpose, and Boone embraced it. He spent his leave time hunting down slavers in the desert, his first recon beret the last thing they never saw.
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the wastes, leaving the prison empty. The correctional facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
After the Vault 19 powder gang surrendered to the NCR, they were reincorporated into the correctional system. The NCR did increase their sentences, and they aren't about to take off time for good behavior.
After Hoover Dam, Sheriff Myers runs Prim with his own style of frontier justice. He deals with most folks fairly, but now and then someone winds up dead with little to no evidence against them.
Defying Chief Hanlon's worst fears, NCR's Rangers persevered and distinguished themselves during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam. The Rangers, along with NCR's many troopers, shared the glory of victory. Hanlon wisely stayed out of the spotlight, crediting General Oliver's leadership for NCR's success. After a brief fanfare, Hanlon stepped down as chief and returned to the peace and quiet of his ranch outside of Reading.
After their bold arrival at Hoover Dam, the remnants disappeared as quickly as they came. Legends of their power spread throughout the Southwest, a reminder of why people once feared the sight of vertibirds in the sky.
And so the Courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
От і все. От і результат наших дій. Но не кінець битви.
Our hero returns.
Oh.
Surprisingly good. Our forces have managed to secure the region with little resistance, and trade should soon reach an all-time high. The brass was particularly surprised by the lack of domestic threats in the area. They were prepared to spend months pacifying known troublemakers. When they found those threats absent, they turned to the man in charge of the area, but Shu being Shu, he denied having anything to do with it. So now the men have to answer to Brigadier General Moore, and both they and I have you to thank for it. We made a good team. I hope we can work together again in the future. I'm afraid I'm going to have to disappoint you. There's much to be done, but nothing for someone with your skills. You should take some time off. You've earned it. With their leader dead, the rest of their army retreated to the east. We've sent scouts to track them, but that's it. We don't have the forces or supplies necessary to chase them down. More's the pity. Still, I've sent a few skilled men out to make sure their journey is eventful. It should be a long time before they even think of returning. Good.
Хорошо. Бунпер оставил компанію? Ну да, вернувся ж в армію, блін. А жаль. Не, ну я, конечно, радий, що Бун вернувся в армію. Сука, я забув забрати в якості трофея шлем Ланія. І його меч. Ну, це не унікальна штука. Так що хрен з ним. Треба буде потягнутися після ломки. Ну, як бачите, от така концовка. Все отлично. Справилось. Ну, може, Буна ще ми зустрінемо, я його пошукаю. Ну, точно знаю, що Кес лишиться з нами. Еде теж лишився. Вірний супутник кур'єра. Насчет Аркейда не знаю. Вот. І последствия. Цікава концовка. І в Мохаве все зашибісь тепер. З подрівниками покончено. Чорти ще, знаю, ходять. От чуть-чуть. Наостанок, єдине, що я б хотів провірити, вернутися в Джейкобстаун і подивитися. Доктор Генрі не вернувся. Що мається на увазі все-таки під іщезновенням Анклава?
Something on your mind? A lot of the mutants here found out about Jacobstown because of Neo. Our isolation works against us sometimes.
Просто провірю наостанок і все. Лілі теж зникла. Пішла на захід шукати остатки свого минулого. Враховуючи її вік, вряд ли її внуки ще живі. Ну хіба що вони теж стали мутантами або гуліфіцірувались. Док, ти тут?
With Dr. Henry off to rejoin his Enclave friends, he's left it up to me to carry on with research here.
Ну що ж. Док не вернувся. Похоже, оставшиеся вирішили заховатися таке. Ну, особливо этот, командир Крегер. Він же засвітив лицем. Ну що ж. Наостанок скажу, що було б, якби Аркейд приєднався до до оставшихся. Йому б, чесно кажучи, була б жопа. Його участі, його причетність до Анклава всплила б. І його б вигнали з послідователів, а за ним охоту почали б рейнджери, рицарі з братства і різні найомники. Так що йому прийшлося тікати на восток вглиб території Легіона. І ніхто б його більше не бачив. Трагічно. Ну, походу, Аркейда ми теж не зустрінемо. Сказано, що він відправився в в Каліфорнію і став вчителем. Ну, а на цьому поки все. Дякую за увагу. Пока!